Hi everyone, today we're going to make a couple of cards for Thanksgiving to send. I've got some cardstock that I have pre-cut I want it to open side to side like this. I have some Happy Thanksgiving sentiments that I cut out from a sentiment die, and I will put this set, I got this set from Amazon, and it has several different sentiments for different holidays, and I will link that below. The thing to keep in mind with some of these less expensive Amazon dies is you actually have to run it through your die machine more times to get it to cut clearly, but those are a good price, and I will link those below. And then beforehand, I went ahead and just took some white cardstock and stamped using my Misty this truck. And this is from a set that I actually got at Hobby Lobby. It's the Interchangeable car set. And so I just used this little truck down here. If I can find that on the Hobby Lobby website, I'll link that. And if not, you can find it if you have a Hobby Lobby near you. Okay, so we're going to get started. What I want to do is create a little bit of a scene in the back of the truck. And I've got some small pumpkins and leaves that came from that Amazon set. But I also am going to use some larger pumpkins, but I want those to sit in the back of this truck. And so first I'm going to go ahead and color the truck, and I'm going to do a little bit of a cutout behind that gate on the truck, and then I can fit some things in there, and you'll see that as I go. Now, I love the idea of a red truck. And my mom, red is her favorite color, and one of these cards is going to her, and so I thought I'd just go ahead. I kind of like the tone-on-tone thing I get when I mix colors, and so I'm just going to add some pink here and there, and then I can come back through with this other red. Now, what I want is for the things that I'm putting back in the back of the truck is to show through to the inside. So see how those bits are coming out? In the past, I would have used my X-Acto knife, but I really do like this finger blade. For one thing, it's very sharp. So I'm just cutting a slit along the top of that railing so that we can fit some things back behind it. Okay, so I have a little pumpkin from this set. This is from Karen Berniston, and I'm going to just try this pumpkin out right here. And I really like that. It looks like the truck is carrying just a big, huge pumpkin. And so I'm going to go ahead and cut that out from a few different scraps. And so I can see what color I want it to be. Okay, so I think those are just the right scale. I think what I'll do is come back in with my markers and just do some stem coloring. Okay, so let me show you now what I'm going to do with the back of this truck. I have my slit up here and my openings here. So I'm going to bring in my pumpkin, and I'm not wild about that one. Let's try this pumpkin. All right, so I want that pumpkin in there. I've cut a little bit, I've cut some green leaves that I want to just have be in the background there to just bring in a little variation of color, since fall is, you know, so colorful. You want to bring that in. And then I've got a little pumpkin. So I've got my big pumpkin sitting in the back of the truck, and I'm going to just try to hold those down while I kind of arrange things back here for it to create a little scene, a little vignette in the back of the truck. And let's get in an orange leaf here. I'm liking that. I'm going to try the yellow leaf, and let's see if I like the look of that better. Well, let's try a little of both the orange and the yellow leaf. So see how I'm just kind of fiddling with it, just moving it around. Okay, and I think I like that scene. So now what I'm going to do is, oh, wait, I got to get my green back in there. Okay, now once I get it all arranged just how I like it, there we go. I'm going to flip the whole thing over very carefully, and then I'm just going to use a piece of tape to hold those in place. And then I can come back to the front and with my glue, just put some little dots behind everything to get them to really hold down. We don't want them flying out of the truck when the truck drives, right? And then we've got our truck scene ready. Now we're ready to go ahead and put that on our card. And we're going to add our sentiment and just get that all finished off. Okay, so we have our 2 truckloads all finished. So let's go ahead and attach these to the front of this card. I picked this kind of fun autumn color. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Elmer's tape runner because it holds very securely. And you do have to be careful when you're using this one because you've got to get it centered right the first time, making sure I'm opening it the right way, getting my centering on there. There we go. I really like these. I love that truck and just the whole idea of being able to put some fun things into the back of the truck, make it look like it's going off to Grandma's house for Thanksgiving. Check my opening. I like this, this particular paper I have has a texture on it. And so that is one reason why I didn't do any stamping or anything on the back or embossing on that back paper because it already has quite a bit of bumpy texture. And now the last thing we're going to do, cut out Happy Thanksgiving from that die set from Amazon, and I'm just going to put that right on there, and then let's add a little bit of sparkle, and then these are done. Now, when I did this Happy Thanksgiving, I die cut it 3 times. So I have in the back are 2 dies that are white, just out of white scrap cardstock, and then the front one, the black one, I cut out of just some nice black cardstock. I just liked how the black stood out. I tried a few other colors, but I really like how the black just stands out like that. And you'll see I'm putting my acrylic block on the top just to get those to hold down. Now, just to give this a little bit more pizzazz, I'm going to try this glossy accents. Now, it's not anything I've ever used before, so I want to give it a try. And I'm just going to trace over those, and we're just going to see how that comes out. All right, so let's look at that. If you can see that shine on that Happy Thanksgiving, I just really like that. And I just really like how that truck turned out with being able to put the stuff in the back. So I hope you enjoy that card. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. We've got Christmas and Hanukkah coming up. And so I hope you'll join us for future videos. Have a happy Thanksgiving.